Welcome to the Inspirational Living Podcast, brought to you by the generous financial support of listeners like you. Gain access to our exclusive series on spiritual growth by becoming our patron today. Learn more about the series Our Sunday Talks by visiting livinghour.org/Sunday. Thank you. Today's reading has been edited and adapted from Words and Thoughts attributed to Gautama Buddha. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. 3 things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act upon them? One moment can change a day. One day can change a life. One life can change the world. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Suffering follows an evil thought as the wheels of a cart follow the oxen that draws it. Joy follows a pure thought like a shadow that never leaves. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. As you walk and eat and travel, be where you are. Otherwise, you will miss most of your life. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. To insist on a spiritual practice that served you in the past is to carry the raft on your back after you have crossed the river. Even as solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. I never see what has been done. I only see what remains to be done. Imagine that every person in the world is enlightened but you. They are all your teachers, each doing just the right things to help you learn the perfect patience, perfect wisdom, perfect compassion. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. Be a lamp unto yourself. Work out your liberation with diligence. A generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. Life is a river always flowing. Do not hold on to things. Work hard. The wise person makes an island of themselves that no flood can overwhelm. I do not believe in a fate that falls on a person however they act, but I do believe in a fate that falls on them unless they act. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Our theories of the eternal are as valuable as those of a baby chick which has not broken its way through its shell might form of the outside world. Just to say I believe or I do not doubt does not mean that you understand and see. To force oneself to see and accept a thing without understanding is political and not spiritual or intellectual. Every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind. The goal is to find it. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful. Friendship is the only cure for hatred, the only guarantee of peace. Happiness comes when your work and words are of benefit to others. The one who has conquered themselves is a far greater hero than the one who has defeated 1,000 times 1,000 men. Silence the angry one with love. Silence the ill-natured one with kindness. Silence the miser with generosity. Silence the liar with truth. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. The person who experiences the unity of life sees themselves in all beings, and all beings in themselves, and looks on everything with an impartial eye. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom. What you think you become. What you feel you attract. What you imagine you create. All things appear and disappear because of a concurrence of causes and conditions. Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else. As a lotus flower is born in water, grows in water, and rises out of water to stand above it unsoiled, so I, born in the world, raised in the world, having overcome the world, live unsoiled by the world. In the sky there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds, and then believe them to be true. When you like a flower, you just pluck it. But when you love a flower, you water it daily. To be idle is a short road to death, and to be diligent is a way of life. Foolish people are idle. Wise people are diligent. Anger will never disappear so long as thoughts of resentment are cherished in the mind. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. If you find no one to support you on the spiritual path, walk alone. There is no companionship with the immature. The gift of truth excels all other gifts. As rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, do not burden your heart with judgments, but rain your kindness equally on all. There is no fire like passion. There is no shark like hatred. There is no snare like folly. There is no torrent like greed. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. If you light a lamp for somebody, it will also brighten your path. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. The virtuous person delights in this world, and they delight in the next. Kindness should become the natural way of life, not the exception. All descriptions of reality are temporary hypotheses. Most problems, if you give them enough time and space, will eventually wear themselves out. Await, be the witness of your thoughts. You are what observes, not what you observe. If you are facing in the right direction, all you need to do is keep on walking. Words have the power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it, or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. The past is already gone. The future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live, and that is the present moment. The Inspirational Living Podcast is a production of The Living Hour and brought to you by the generous financial support of our patrons. Become our patron for as little as $3 a month to gain access to free transcripts and the series Our Sunday Talks, which features thought-provoking readings on spirituality and spiritual growth. Thanks for listening. I look forward to talking with you next time.